Hello, welcome to my channel. From the last video, I forgot to do something. Here it's got score not equal to 0, and I remember I changed the valve win. So before it used to return either the position's 1 for someone, or it's going to just return 0. So it's not doing that anymore. So I'm going to have to adjust this. So I've just got to use my function that I created for this problem. I've just got to wrap this in that function, and that's all I have to do. So it wasn't working before. If I made the computer move, unfortunately, the depth is too much, so it won't do anything. So what I'm gonna have to do is pause the video and sort it out. Okay, I'm back. So what I did is I ran a test for the speed, and as you can see, it was like that before. It was doing 8 seconds, but because of that very slow function, it's now doing it. It's double the speed again. It's less than what it was before move ordering. But obviously, because we're not doing the center of the board, we're probably not making the best move anymore. However, the moves are better than it not doing anything at all. And I think that function that we use to evaluate, the extra evaluation, is so slow that it causes this to be like that. So what I've done is I've copied it here, and now I'm going to start the cache, and then once I finish the cache, I'm going to test it again, and I expect it to show some good improvements, because I'm going to get all of them. I'm going to get, if I just cache them without sort of thinking much, like for instance, I can go in here, find 4 in a row. I can go in here, put a cache on that, put a cache on that, and put a cache on that separately. And then I wouldn't see any improvement, because the time it takes to calculate that function is the same time it takes to get the thing out of the cache. So it wouldn't even make any sense doing it. Okay? However, I'm going to cache all 3 of these into one cache. So because of that, there should be you should see some good results. But it's only because I'm doing it, because I'm doing them all 3 of them in one, or else you wouldn't see anything. Okay? That's what I wanted to do. That's why I've done this evaluate function, because I know that I can make it doesn't matter if it's slow, because it's going to get cached, and during the game a lot of positions will repeat, so it's going to be good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, there's 2 ways to use. I know 2 ways. You can use either an object, or there's a new thing called a map, which is this. This is a Mozilla developer site, and it's got some methods on it. It's got clear, delete, entry. I don't know what entries does. Okay, it's got that, and it's got, well, what we're going to mainly use is set. We're not going to use has. We're not going to check it, because what it is, in fact, I could experiment and see if it's faster, but what it is, instead of using has, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get a key, and if the key doesn't exist, it's going to return undefined. And that's how I will know that the key doesn't exist, by the fact that it returned undefined. So I'm not going to check for it using this. Okay. Okay, so this is what I'm going to use to do it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start putting the code in. I'm going to put it First, I'm going to put the new variables in the constructor. Alright, so I'm also going to instantiate a new map. So I'll put them here. I'll leave infinity at the bottom. So what have I got? That is the new map. So I've instantiated a new map. That's the limit. In fact, I want to make it 2 million. So it's going to be, that's going to be the limit. So when it gets to 2 million, it's going to delete 10,000, which is this number here. Cache delete limit. And these ones are just for my information. So I want to see the amount of times you have to delete the cache. And I want to see how much cache is used. Okay. Now, if I was using objects rather than this map thing, the object would be faster. However, the overhead of getting the object to do the same as this is doing will make it slower. So I'm not using, that's why I'm not using the object. If it was a simple cache and I knew how much things were going to be cached, I'd probably use the object because it's faster. But this is more useful for when you want to control the size of the cache. So them are the variables. Now I'm going to create some functions now. And these are just standard, no, not standard, these are just cache functions. The first one is part clear the cache. So what this does is, it gets the cache in here, because the cache is an object, so this is a reference to it. So it gets a reference to the cache there. And what this does is, it loops through the cache, starting at the first one. And what it does is, it deletes each key. So what it does is, it keeps deleting it until it reaches that number. And the number would be 10,000. So what this does is, that would, if the database goes over that limit, it will delete some, and that's what this is used for. Okay. The next cache function is, it's just something that is used to set the cache. Again, every time you set something in the cache, it checks the cache limit and cache. So what it is, you always put the thing in. So what it does is, it puts the thing in the cache. It checks if the cache is oversized. If it's oversized, it will clear out 10,000 records. Okay? So that's what set cache does. Now we need to get the cache. And this is just simple. Okay, that just returns the cache, and that's all it does. It doesn't do anything else. Now we want to clear the cache as well. We want to get the memory back, so that will clear the cache. And it will also reset these two counters. Now, I want to use this cache, but however, there's different ways I could do it. What I want to do is, I don't want to have to go around renaming this if alpha win every single place where it is used. So instead, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to create a function that I can use to replace that without having to do a lot of work. And the first line is to get a reference to the board, Because what I'm going to do is, the key for the cache is going to be the board. And before I do anything else, I'll show you something. Because we are always playing red goes first, if I got to this position and I said to you who's to play, it will always be red because I've hard coded it that red always goes first. Okay, so this position here, it's always going to be red to go first. So therefore, when I'm caching, all I have to do is show it the board. I don't have to say get the score. Okay, because it will always, in fact, I don't even really have to think about it. All I have to do is cache the information. So forget what I just said there. I just have to cache the information. But I'm going to talk about that. Now, the key that we're going to use is the board. So what I'm going to do is, before we can use the key, we could use the array. However, it works funny with this cache. We have to use a string to get the unique value. If we use an array, even though we change the values in the array, the cache won't understand it. So even though you can use the array, it's best to use the string. Okay. So what we do there, we set the board key to the board to string. So that's going to be our board key. Right. So this is what we're going to do is, we're going to get the board key and we're going to try to get something out of the cache. Okay. And then if the thing we got out is equal to undefined, right? Then if it's not equal to undefined, that means it's going to be in the cache. So what we do, we increment that by 1 and then return the item in the cache. If it gets past here, that means the object wasn't in the cache. So what we have to do is, we have to create the object. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to paste it in. Right. Okay. Now, as I said before, I don't want the eval for win function to. I don't want to have to change it. So what you can see here, I've just changed that, and I'm gonna have to change it back. But it doesn't matter. That should be that. So I'm just taking the functionality from here and copying it to here. And let me see. And then result equals evaluable. So can you see evaluate drop down? So I get that and copy that there. So what it's done is, all the information in here, it's copied it so that whatever that's equal to, it's copied it here, and I'm going to do some, and then from here, I don't have to change the name of this. So remember, it's not in the cache. So what I have to do is, I have to set it in the cache and then return the result. So what I'll do is, that was in the cache, so I use that to set it in the cache and then return the result. And then what I can then do is, when I get to here, I can replace this code by doing this. Equals, and I'm going to call this let result equals okay. So now for me to mimic this function, all I have to do is this is equal to result dot, I think it's us. Let me open this up. Yeah, result dot us. Can you see I don't have to change anything, and I can just change this to result dot them. Result dot them. I don't have to change anything there. And this last one can be, I can get rid of this line and that line, and I can be result that dot drawn. I'm just getting all the names from here because that passes the object to here. So now, a val for win should be using the cache, I think, unless I missed something. Okay, let's give it a try. Just make it. I'm just gonna see how much moves. Let me just set that to 4. And let's go. So something's gone wrong with oh, it must have been, I thought something must have gone wrong. No, we'd like to see that thing, we'd like to get the result properly, so what I'm going to do is, I want to see the results here, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to it's going to be a human move. In fact, let's just test the speed of it. Hopefully it works. I'm going to crash the video if it doesn't work. That's 16. Manual true, and then all I have to do is copy that position, and let's see how long it takes now. Okay, can you see that? There's a big improvement there. So that's what it was before the cache, and now it's nearly trebled in speed, and that's because we sort of put 3 things together. That's the main reason why it trebled in speed. But can you see? It's actually giving exactly the same result. So the cache is now working, and it's trebled the speed of the thing. And it's even gone faster than what it was before. So even with that slow functioning, working out the extra evaluation, even then it's gone faster. Now, next thing we want to do now, we want to see how much the cache is being used, because it's not showing us anything. So I'm just going to now go about adding something to show how much the cache is being used. So I've just got to go to the, what's it called? I've just got to go to computer move. And add the information here. Okay, and that's it. So now I'm going to play a little game. I'm only saying it to, let me just make it play by itself. Oh, I've got it set to, depth to 16, so it's going to spoil it. So I need to set that to, oh, the depth is 4. Okay, the depth is 4. Let me just check something. So what happened there is the thing crashed and it didn't save. So I'm going to have to do it all again. Okay, I managed to recover it back. One thing I'm going to add is I'm going to add a function in the game called component will on mount. It's a lifecycle method, and what happens is it gets called if I close the browser. Because I'm using cache, I want to clear the cache. I don't want to kill the memory, so that's why I do. That's why that's been added there. And also, when I initialize the board, I want it to clear the cache there as well. Okay. So whenever the reset button gets pressed, it will clear the cache. Now these are one of them things where I could have put that here. Reset. However, I'm just calling initialize board there. Perhaps I shouldn't do things like this, but it doesn't really matter. Okay. So now that that's done, we need to just test. We tested the speed already, I think. So we know that it speeded up. So now, if I give it a quick game, right there. I've got it on manual. I'm going to set it to automatic. Give it a quick game to the depth. I'll play it at 8. Now before I was doing my little tricks and I was always winning, and now, oh, it just reset. Now I can't do that anymore. Can you see? It normally goes up here, but it's just trying to form certain shapes. Like, look, it's made me get a square here. But that's because it's going to get 3 in a line there, and it can see that it can get another 3 in a line there. So that's why it probably made me get that square. It says even though it's not probably playing the correct moves. Oh, okay. So what it's doing now is it's fighting. Like if I start at the edge, Oh, you just ignored me. You see, normally it would have just put it at the top here. I'm not saying it's been playing better moves. However, it's one of them. Whoops. It's one of them ones where I want to try and beat this game. I'm gonna need some luck. I've got to go here. Oh, I didn't see that. But anyway, I can't beat it anymore. I can. Well, I don't think I can. I'm not really good. So all I was using to beat it was some tricks, like go in the center of the board or do something else. But now, in fact, let me try it on a bigger board. I'll quickly try it. I'll do some tricks. I'll make it go first. Oh, I messed up. Depth of 8. So I'll pause the video. Oh, I'm back. It's got a depth of 5, so I should be able to play a nice sticky game. So I'm going to try some tricks here. It's 4 in a... In fact, let me reset it. Let me do it to 6 in a line. See if I can trick it to give me 6 in a line. It's only thinking 4 moves ahead. See, normally it would have went up top there. Now I should win now. And this is where I win. Okay, perhaps I should give it 6. A depth of 6. Let's set 19 by 11. And do it's got to find 6 in a line. So I'm gonna let it go first. See, according to the score, it's got 3 in a line. But see what it done there? Normally it would have went there. But for some reason it went there instead. Let's play this move. So what it's trying to do is, it's trying to do similar to what I'm doing. Alright, let me just stop that 6 in a line. Oh, so what it done there is it interfere with what I'm doing. Can you see? Oh, to put something there. So I've got to put something. Oh, I've got to put it. I've got to put that there. So can you see how it defended a bit better now? I'll give it a depth of 6. Now, if it could see to a depth of, say, 10, and it was also evaluating how it is, then it would be even better. You see there, it's blocked me off, so I can't do that. Can I do that window I done last time? I don't think I can. Gotta go there. I reckon it's gonna make a move and mess up my position. There you go, it's messed up my position. So I would have been able to win if it didn't go there. So can you see what it's doing now? I was just doing a depth of 6 there, so I want to stop this game now. And the cache seems to be working, apart from we're not showing it. So what we have to do is start showing it. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to look if I can show the cache. To show the cache, I actually did put this in, but when it messed up, it didn't save. So let me put it in again. It's going to be this object here. I'm just going to put it here. So I'm going to reset it, and I'm going to give it a liquor game, or make it play by itself, just so that we can see. Let me just change it, just so that we can see. Just so we can see how much cache is being generated. So can you see cache used? See how much time you use cache there? So let's set it to a depth of 9. And we're just gonna reset the board. We'll make it go first, see how much cache he uses. He didn't use that much cache. Let's do a depth of 10. And we can see how much cache was used. He didn't use that much cache. I think I've done this before, and it was using much more cache than what it is now. So, and I think the reason why it's using less cache is because I pushed all 3 objects into one, as in here. Can you see? All of them 3 are cached into one cache. So not only has it speeded it up more, it's also cut down on the amount of memory used. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Until next time, bye.